went and shot me a turkey this morning in my camouflage coat. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, they shooting no turkey this morning, man.
Did you fry one? Go fry one, Coach?
I went with a brisket this year, Coach.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Went with a brisket. I think somebody's gonna bring a turkey over fried, so we might go both ways with it, man. Both ways. How about yourself?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the traditional, man.
Traditional.
Yeah, a good roasted turkey. It's been a while. We've been frying them, smoking them, and everything.
For a long time.
Yeah,
right.
And the missus has a real good recipe for that one.
Okay.
So, yeah. Coach, man, before we get started, what's your one Thanksgiving Day dish that you got to get every Thanksgiving?
Man, I always appreciate, I mean, this may sound kind of ho-hum or whatever, but I always appreciate a good macaroni and cheese, man. Okay. I mean, a well-done macaroni and cheese is hard to come by.
That is
a lot of people claim they got a good macaroni and cheese, and they just ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I done had some good ones. I done had a whole lot of bad ones.
That is true. That is true.
So, hey, man, it's, what about you?
Coach, man, I got to go with that dressing. Not stuffing.
Dressing. Yeah.
With a little bit of gravy and some cranberry. Cranberry sauce on there. I use the jelly, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, hey, that sets it off.
I don't like cranberry sauce. Shout out to Bob Brown, man, makes a awesome dressing, man. My daddy, his dressing is top notch. You hear me? Top notch. Love it.
Well, before y'all get ready to dig in, hopefully, you checking us out this morning as y'all finishing up your preparations and everything. Here we are. Let's get rolling. Let's check out these standings. All right, Coach. Last week, we both went 4-0, so I got to make some adjustments, some strategy adjustments. So this week, I'll see what I can do. We'll just flash the standings up real quick so everybody can see where I'm at.
So basically, the adjustment is pick every game opposite of what I pick.
I mean, I just got to make some smart picks, Coach. I just got to make some smart picks. Last week, all the favorites pretty much went on. We had some running clocks. It was just a big week. But now we in the Final Fours. Before we get started, I wanted to say we've seen a lot of teams posting about the players that made the all-district teams from all our area schools. We want to say congratulations to all those guys. I was trying to find the listings, but it's kind of hard to find those all-district teams. I think they kind of go out to the coaches. I've even had some parents ask me about where they can find them at, but they weren't, released as far as that goes.
So, preliminary.
Yeah, I think it's just like the coaches vote on it, and the coaches get it, and they release it as far as who makes the all-district team.
What about old Adam Schefter, Peck?
He couldn't find him either. He was
Adam Schefter.
They've been doing them for a few years, and they just kind of it's always when the coaches release their players.
Yeah,
that's how you kind of find out about those teams. I don't know why it's like that. We'll have to figure out what's going on with the all-district teams and get them released.
Hey, KHSA, man. Hey,
I don't know if it's KHSA.
Who is it then?
I don't know. I think it's the districts. The coaches in the districts.
Y'all got to do better, man. Make the information more accessible to your media outlets so we can get the information out there, man. Got to do better. With all this Facebook and Twitter and all this, man, no reason why the information shouldn't get out there sooner.
Okay, Coach. Now, the KFCA released their players and coaches of the year for each district. Now, these guys, this is released. Okay. Now, how KFCA does it is each player of the year for each district and each class is up for Mr. Football, the KFCA Mr. Football.
Gotcha.
Now, and the coaches of the year, they have those for each district. Gotcha. We want to say congratulations to all those players and coaches representing Big Things County. Another big year for our schools doing big things. All right, Coach, man. Now, here we are, semifinals, Final Four. Here we go, Coach.
Man, it look like there's some tough matchups in there, buddy. All right, hey, let's say, ooh-wee. That's all I got to say. Ooh-wee. Should be some good ones.
Now, this week we did some interviews and did some previews for the games. Like for this 2A game, we had Middlesboro coming into LCA. We got a chance to catch up with legendary coach Larry French, who is number 3 all-time winningest coach in Kentucky high school football. He just left Southwestern and took over Middlesboro, and his 3rd year there, he has them in the Final Four.
Wow.
Here's what he had to say. Coach, how you doing?
Well, we're doing great. Doing great. We're still alive and still breathing. That's all that matters.
Hey, Coach, man, before we get started, when you were at Southwestern, you had a nice little run there. You kind of felt like you was going to step away. What made you come back and take this Middlesboro job, which at the time, I think they hadn't won a game the season before?
Well, Zach Massengill was the coach down here, and he called me and got me interested a little bit. And I came down and talked with the superintendent and the athletic director, and they wanted to get things rolling in the right direction. And we pieced together a coaching staff, and they've worked extremely hard and done a great job out here. So. It's just been a big challenge, and I like challenges, but sometimes you get more challenge than you want. But it's been fun so far.
All right, Coach. Well, now here you are, like we say, we're in the semifinals, the Final Four, but you drew probably the best team, one of the best teams in the state this year, the LCA Eagles, Coach. How you gonna deal with this team?
Well, I don't know. Nobody else has. So, we're going to have to come up with some kind of plan. That's for sure. They're pretty good. And, I think they've got to be one of the top 2 teams in the state. There's no doubt. They've got all kinds of athletes. They've got size. They got speed. They've got athletic ability. They play well together. And, they're just a great football team. That's for sure.
Now, in your time, I know you've seen these great teams before. What, if anything, would you say would be a secret to handling one of these juggernaut teams?
Well, the only thing that you can do is get ahead and stay ahead. That's what you got to do. But, that's going to be hard to do. So that's going to be a monumental task. We'll find some things that might work, and they may not work. Anything that works on paper a lot of times, you got to take it out there on the field and execute it. And you got to have Jimmys and Joes to be able to do that. Jay Tyler West has been a big thing for us offensively. Caleb Bonacco is another one that runs the football extremely well. Caden Grigsby is a good little sophomore quarterback that makes plays for us. And, we've got some big linemen up front, Jaleel Patterson and Zach Tong. Those are good linemen for us. So, those are a few kids that have played well. You has played extremely well on defense. So, I've been pleased with the way we've been progressing.
All right, Coach. Well, we wish you the best of luck Friday. We'll be looking forward to another great game in the playoffs, Coach. And continue to do what you're doing, Coach.
Well, let's hope we can. Thanks.
All right, Coach, man. Like he said, it's a good team, and you can't make mistakes. You got to do what you got to do, Coach. Welcome to the show, guys. Y'all guys are headed into the semifinals, and that's huge. 2 linemen. The names, we got Luke and Grant, right?
Sure.
So how you guys feeling, man, going into this semifinal game?
Well, we're ready to go. We've had a great week of preparation going into Middlesboro. Treat every team with all the respect they deserve. Middlesboro is a good team, and hopefully come out with the win.
What about you, man?
There's a reason they're in the Final Four. There's a reason that they're still an undefeated team. So we're not taking them lightly at all. We're getting ready. We got our game face on,
So this season's been going really well for you all, same kind of thing as last year. I was at the state game and I seen that, it's like you guys have kept y'all foot on the pedal. You guys responded. What's been one thing that's kept you all so focused and dominant this season?
just the name of the tour. We're calling it the Leave No Doubt Tour, and I think that's not a title with no meaning. You know, we really do go into game thinking, leave no doubt that we are the best team in 2A this year. Go into every game and absolutely dominate until we're in state and we're at Kroger holding up that trophy.
So, like you said, man, got to finish it off, man. What's a couple things y'all have to do to make sure y'all leave that, like, no doubt? Make sure you guys, everybody know that you all are the best in 2A.
We can't miss any assignments. We gotta do every assignment that we're taught in practice and finish through during the game and let it show in the game that, you know, we are the best in 2A, so everybody can see that.
Sounds good. And, man, of course, linemen, man, like, in the game of football, you know, you guys are the unsung heroes. You know, y'all guys do everything in the trenches. You know, it goes a lot, like, unnoticed, a lot of stuff like that. You guys have so much fun out there. What keeps y'all going out there in the trenches?
I'd have to say just seeing our teammates celebrate when they do make it into the end zone, because our teammates, what we do for them is not lost on them. They are always running back over, telling us we did a good job, slapping us on the helmet. You know, they know the work that we're putting in, and they know that we're the reason there's a hole open for them. And I think having such supportive teammates when it comes to that really keeps us driven, keeps us wanting to push forward.
And one more thing, man, Coach, he's been doing a really good job with you guys, man. But one thing with the players, like, what have you all been doing so well to make sure you all stay focused?
Well, first of all, all the guys on our team, we've been playing with them since 7th grade. You know, the brotherhood's definitely there. And with the team chemistry is just like none other. And, you know, we're all seniors and we don't want to leave anything out on the field and regret something 20 years ago saying, you know, we could have done something different back then. But, you know, so want to get everything done right.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Well, that's all we got, man. I want to wish y'all good luck this week. Good luck the rest of the season, man. And bring it home for Lexington.
Yes, sir.
Coach, I'm taking LCA.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody's got that same thing, the same plan when they come up against the LCA, but nobody seemed to do it. So, you know, hey, Hall of Fame coach, no doubt he's going to give LCA a run for their money, but I think at the end of the day, man, just too much LCA. They're going to pull this one out.
All right, Coach. Now, 5A, we've got the 12-1 Owensboro Red Devils coming into town to take on 12-1 Frederick Douglass. To preview this game, we got a chance to catch up with Coach Nathan McPeter of Frederick Douglass. You know, Coach, man, you know, it's been a while since we last caught up with you. Another great season for the program. More D1 players, scholarship offers, and everything. Just being successful as always. How'd the season go for you, Coach?
Well, I appreciate you having me on. It has been a while. It's been a great year. You know, we actually talked today, you know, every day I ask a couple of our coaches on our staff, you know, to talk about what Thanksgiving means to them and kind of correlates that to our team. And one thing that I really enjoyed one of our staff members sharing today was that he could coach another 10 games with this group. You know, normally this time of year, coaches are pretty wore out, which we are. We're blessed to get this far, but it's a long season. But I really do feel like our staff and players really love each other and really want to do well for each other. And it's been that way for all 5 years, but this group of kids has really sacrificed and their families, and it's been a great year. Obviously, we had a hiccup at the end of the year that all the media has talked about and let me know plenty about. But, you know, if it was up to me, I would schedule those games more because we need those. I don't have a lot of flexibility in our scheduling right now with us being 5A and playing all the city schools. The city is better. It's getting better, but we don't get to play the Boyle counties of the world in Lexington. So I was really glad to get that game. Obviously, I didn't want to perform like that, but I think it really helped us make this run to where we're at now, and hopefully it can help us in the Owensboro game.
Well, Coach, now on to this week. We got a third straight matchup with Owensboro. Coach, just kind of give us a little breakdown on the game.
Well, I mean, they're really good. They've won 12 games in a row. Everybody knows that Winsat kind of played that Davies County game and then went to Rutgers on the NIL stuff, and really kind of a weird deal. That's just the times we're living in right now with college athletics. But, happy for him and his family. He's a great football player. The kid they have in there now has not had a hiccup at all. He throws the ball well. They execute. They play really good defense. I don't know that they've played necessarily anybody that runs like us since the new quarterback's been in. So hopefully that, with us playing a Boyle County, that can help us in this type of game. But they're very, very fast on defense. Both safeties are, probably Power 5 level kids. They run really well. They got a couple really good defensive linemen. Defensively, they're solid in what they do. They're very, very well coached, and they play really hard. And offensively, they put up a lot of points. They got 5 really good skill players that they get the ball to, and they got 2 really good tailbacks. That's one of the dimensions that they have this year that I didn't really think they had the last 2 years we played them. Is, they got 2 backs that can, pound the football as far as, when they need yardage in the run game. That's an added element that I think they have this year that is a little harder to defend. And they got a really good offensive line. I think they got 2 tackles that have offers from Power 5 schools. So it'll be a huge challenge for us.
Well, on that, man, what's it going to take for us to get this win and move on to Kroger Field?
So when you have 2 evenly matched teams, I think the execution level is obviously the most important, but obviously blocking, tackling, and turnovers, and who does that the best will win the game. Hopefully, we have learned, I know we have learned a great deal from that experience last year. Just like anything, I don't know that that's going to guarantee a win for us this week. But I think our kids at least learned from that process. We have a lot of players that have played in a state championship and a state semifinal game. I think that matters. Obviously, they have a lot of kids that have as well, with us playing 3 years in a row. So I think a big key in the matchup is turnovers and obviously blocking and tackling, which it is every week. But I know their kids will be ready. Our kids will be ready. I hope that the city of Lexington will come to the game. I know it's a day after Thanksgiving, but I've been very disappointed with our crowds the first couple of weeks. I mean, anytime you get to host 4 home games in the playoffs, it's special, in a state semifinal. So even though it'll be cold, I really hope that we'll get more and more people out, not only from our school, but every other surrounding school, and support these kids, because I know a lot of our kids will be at, the other schools, if they could be as well, supporting those programs.
Well said, Coach. Y'all heard them, people. Get out there and support these Broncos, man. It's about Lexington now. It ain't about who's what school and whatever. We got to come together and support our teams and represent for the city. Coach, man, I want to thank you and wish you the best of luck. Like I say, we'll be catching up with you again, and good luck Friday, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you for everything you guys do. Have a great day, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
Guys, I just want to say, like Coach McPhee said, man, don't worry about it. It's time for us now. This is Lexington. It ain't Frederick Douglass. It ain't Bryan Station. It ain't Henry Clay. Come out and support them kids, man. Give them a crowd. Give them a home field advantage so we can get a Lexington team in the Kroger Field. So day after Thanksgiving, you ain't got nothing else to do. Come support these kids, man.
Sounded Frederick Douglass?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, man, Coach McPeak has a very, very good point, man. At the end of the day, now, hey, it's about supporting the city and getting the city in there at the Kroger Field and having the opportunity to compete for a state title, man. So I kind of always equate it to, man, we don't like Louisville. As I'm a UK fan, we don't like Louisville. But, hey, I root for Louisville as long as they ain't paying Kentucky. So, it's kind of the same situation here, man. You want to root for the Lexington school, man, if you're not playing them. So,
And with that being said, Coach, who you picking?
man. Man.
I mean, it's the rubber match. They each won one out of each one. It's the third time.
In the third year,
This third year in a row,
they each won one.
and each one won.
Man, shoot. It's a tough one, Coach. Man, that bad loss to Bull County I can't
Keep
get
sticking
over
with
it,
you,
dog. I
Okay.
cannot get over it, man.
Coach McPete addressed that.
Give me Owensboro.
All right, let's go Broncos, baby. 8-5 Broncos. We win and we ride, baby. No turnovers, y'all. Come on now. All right, the other 5A game, we've got Wofo, Woodford County, rolling 13-0. They'll be taking on another Western powerhouse in Southwestern, who's 12-1. Their only loss coming to Henderson, Tennessee.
Y'all going to the semifinals, man. That's big. You seem like you winning everywhere you go, man. You turned the program around, man. What have you done over these last few years to change the culture over there in Woodford County?
Man, it's been definitely a work in progress from a lot of different people. We started at the ground level with our youth program, and our youth program's always been really good. But we just want to connect with those guys because we knew that would be the future. Then we finally, Dave Thomas took over 3 or 4 years ago with our middle school, and so we meet once or twice a year as a whole community football program and just kind of set our goals for the future. So we've done it the last few years, and it's been very successful. We do trainings once a week in the off season with all our youth. It started with about 20 to 30 kids, and once we got to our full capacity, we were probably about 80, 90 kids every Thursday night, just doing basic fundamentals. So we try to bring the love of football back to Woodford County, and with the help of our coaches and the middle school and little league, we've done a pretty good job of trying to just bringing back the love to Woodford County football.
That's great, man. Great plan. So the game's coming up, man. What's it going to take for you guys to win it?
South Warren's a great football team. Brandon's done a great job. His father's a legendary coach in the state of Kentucky, so I know they'll be ready. They play great defense, really good offense, have some college players who've already signed. So we got to be fundamentally sound. The one thing we've done well offensively all year, we haven't turned over the ball. Our quarterback, Bryce Patterson, has done a phenomenal job of getting us in and out of plays, checking in and out of plays. And then the last 3 or 4 weeks, our defense has played phenomenal. Coach Brown, who coached me in high school, he's been our D coordinator for 4 or 5 years, and these guys have really bought into his scheme and what we want to do. And so we've done a really, really good job of playing defense. So not turning the ball over, being really, really good on 1st and 10, and then being able to, we want to be able to stop people in the run game. And so if we do that, it gives us a chance to win.
Gotcha. And man, you've coached this team up, and the best teams that win and stuff, not only led by the coaches, but they're led by the players too. Who are some guys in that locker room that's embraced the culture and led the team this year?
Well, I think got to start with Jackson Geiler, who is probably one of the better players in the state. Jackson plays running back for us. He plays wing. He's our middle linebacker. He's just an all around great football player. I mean, he's definitely the heartbeat of our team. Makes plays on offense and defense. Then he talked about our quarterback Bryce Patterson, who's a 3-year starter, who was thrown for over 2,000 yards, rushed for 15, 16 touchdowns. Done a phenomenal job playing quarterback. Preston Stacy, who's a big-time running back, who's rushed for over 1,000 yards the last few years, has done a phenomenal job. Then I got to give credit to our offensive line, man. That's why majority of my work goes, man. I love that offensive line. Our offensive line, we got a bunch of great guys. We got Luke Hill and Tristan Cook and Noah Salee, Bryson Cowan, Cameron Helton, Ram Alba, Dylan Duncan. We got 6 or 7 guys and a few other guys who probably could start at other places who come in and give us great spot minutes and do their job. So, we have a bunch of good guys on this team. They love each other. I get on them all the time. They almost have too much fun in practice. But when it's time to get serious, they do. They take our film sessions serious, our lifting weights. Seriously, still try to lift twice a week and meet every day. So a lot of guys have contributed to this season we're having.
That's good, man. That's good. Well, good luck this weekend, man, and hopefully everything goes right, man. You all can bring a state championship to Woodford County.
that's the goal, man. Is like I said, it's gonna be a great game. We want all the fine people, Wolford County, to come out. We've had phenomenal fan support. Our community's right around us, man. They've taken care of the guys, man, and anything we need, they've been wanting to give it to us. So we're excited about the opportunity Friday night, and we look forward to playing.
Yes, sir, man. Well, good luck to you guys.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Coach.
Golly.
It's
It's a tough draw for these Lexington region teams, man.
Yes.
Golly. Man, that should be another good game, man. You know what? I can't. Wofo, I've been riding with you all year. Hey, if I lose this one, I lose this one. Give me Wofo.
Let's go Southmore, baby. Hey, Woodford, take it as motivation, man. I'm just trying to make up some points, y'all. I need to make up some ground. I can't go chalk. Come on, South Warren. Coach Smith, I need you to get this one for me.
Sound like you're going through your Keith Sweat over begging.
I'm
boy.
begging, baby.
You done lost all your chips, done mortgaged the house off.
Hey, I want to know, and speaking of that, in 6A, we got, thank you, Madison Central. Roll Tide, baby. Did what they had to do. They're 10-3, but they got St. X. 12-1 St. X. We got a chance to catch up with Coach Kevin Wallace. Coach, man, we talked to you in our Sunday conversation before this season started, and you were kind of excited about the team and felt like this might have been your year. And here you are, 12-1, Final Four, looking like the St. X of old, Coach. Congratulations on that.
I appreciate it. It's been a very unusual season. We've endured an awful lot of injuries, especially to what we thought were going to be our best players. If we roll back to early in the year when you guys talked to me, we probably rolled through a lot of names of guys that were on the brink of really being heavily recruited or were being heavily recruited. Most of those guys really haven't played much football for us. So it's been a story of young men at our school really rising to the occasion when it became their time to play, especially on the defensive side of football. We lost our entire starting defensive line. Lost most of them early in the season, lost 2 in the Owensboro game. And then it's unbelievable how well those guys have gelled and played and gotten better as the season's gone along. And obviously, Jack Savoy's had a huge year for us at quarterback, being a dual threat guy. He's now rushed for over 1,000. He's got almost 2,000 yards passing. So he's the quality of his performance against the level of competition that we have to play has been pretty special.
Well, Coach, I mean, the only loss is a 6-point loss to Mayo, who some might say is probably the best team in the state.
We're down 28-7 at the half. And I think our season could have gone one of two directions at that point. Had they gone on and blown us out, we might not have had the belief in ourselves. You know, the second half, we had a lot of good things happen. We cut that lead down to 28-21, had the ball driving to score late in the game, and they held us. But even though we lost that game, I think we got a little bit of a trampoline effect off of that we believed in ourselves and we knew that we had some good things that we could do, turn around the next week and beat Elder, which I think was huge, to beat a GCL team, which we hadn't done here at St. X in quite a while. So that little stretch right there where we had a lot of tough games, I think playing well there really boosted our confidence.
All right, Coach. Well, this week you're in the semifinals, Final Four. You got a team from our Big Things County, Madison Central. You know, Coach Holcomb came in and did a quick change of culture, and they've been vastly improved. Coach, what's it going to take for your Tigers to get this win Friday?
We got to get them off the field. They're running the football as well as anybody in the state of Kentucky right now. And you know, there's no question that Mike's one of the best coaches in the state's history. He's had success everywhere he's been, and he's made a big culture change there. When those kids are playing hard defensively, man, their defensive line gets after it. They're not real big up front defensively, but they're really quick, really athletic, and make a lot of good things happen. And then obviously they run the football about as well as anybody we've seen. So we got to get them off the field, make sure that they don't shorten the game with just having the ball all night long. And then obviously when we've got the football, we got to continue to be balanced. We got to handle the weather better than we did last week. We fumbled the ball 4 times last week. And, you know, if you can't handle cold weather, you don't need to plan on playing for state championships in the state of Kentucky.
All right, Coach. Well, we good catching up with you, you know, and great to see you had this awesome season after our conversation. Coach, we wish you the best of luck and looking forward to seeing bigger things from the St. X Tigers.
I appreciate that, and thanks for what you guys do for high school sports.
Coach, man, 12-1 St. X, 10-3 Madison Central. Coach, I'm picking St. X on this one.
Yeah, I thought either way it went, man. This is kind of where the buck stops for any of the election region schools or district schools coming up going against one of those local teams. Just too big, too strong, too physical. St. X, man.
All right, Coach, man, another great episode. You got anything else, Coach?
So happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, man, in Big Things Land. Hope you have a safe holiday season around your friends and loved ones. Hey, for these lucky teams here, the march continues, man. So good luck Friday night. May the best team win.
Well said, Coach. We want to give a shout out to Coach Bew. He's getting stronger. You can see he's been posting and sharing stuff in the Facebook group. Coach, keep doing what you're doing. As always, we want to ask you to be a living donor. Coach?
Till the general returns.